Oh, gaming. No, not this one. Not this one, wrong video. I love gaming. Not that one. Like, look at me, though. I do YouTube. What else could I possibly enjoy in my free time other than gaming? Maybe gambling, but okay, it's not the point. As I said, I love gaming, but I sadly don't enjoy it as much no more. Before I go any further, I'd like to just clarify a few things, just so you know. I mainly play online shooters, and this video is going to be talking about just that. No more, no less. Unfortunately, lately, that genre has been drier than Moses' feet after those 40 years in the desert. It's been so long since the last time we got like a good, big online shooter game that took over the market. Like back a few years ago, this genre was massive. Yes, the low taper fade meme here, I know. Like, look at Fortnite versus PUBG versus, like, Black Ops 4. There was so many games, you know, doing rivalries every year to which one is the biggest, which one's the best. And now, we don't have that no more. I think the last online shooter that was a very, very big success was Marvel Rivals. And back before Marvel Rivals, I think it's like Valorant in 2020, by the way. 5 years. I mean, okay, almost 5 years apart. It's not like we are not getting any games. To be fair, it's the opposite. We are getting a ton of games, yet none of them are good. As I said in the beginning, this is about online shooters, as every other genre of gaming is thriving. Nice. Just look at the Souls-likes, for example. In the last 2 years, they got Elden Ring DLC, like Lies of P, Black Myth Wukong. Bro, these games are all hits. Hit after hit after hit after hit. Bro, they got so much shit to play. And what did we get? Nothing. The games that come out are simply either terrible or just borderline unplayable. Look at Concord, bro. That game's devs got a fucking abortion or something. They didn't even let it see the light of day. And boom, plug pulled, live support out by Concord. Didn't even get to play you, like most of the people. Some other examples are Off the Grid, with probably the worst performance I've ever seen in my life. I am not stretching. That game could not run on a quantum PC powered by the sun itself. Nothing could make this game run smoothly. And just to make it free, as I said with the good games, I mean, it's, to be fair, it's 4, but let's stick to 3. We've got X-Defiant. I don't care how much you love that game. At the end of the day, it's Call of Duty. Like, that's why this game is shutting down. All these free games don't even exist no more, or will no longer exist in a few months, X-Defiant. And that says a lot. This, sadly, makes games like Overwatch and Apex still alive. Think about it. These players would probably jump on any other game if they had something to choose from. And it shows. Look at how big of a hit both of these games took in content creators, in players in general, when Marvel Rivals dropped. You might be wondering, why do I even care? Why would I want people to quit these two? It's simple, really. Both dev teams behind those games have been abusing the fact that there was no competition for so long. They were putting literally zero effort into the content they were putting out for these games, instead focusing on skins and like new ways of monetizing the game. Look at Apex, bro. That game is a fucking gambling app. There's more gambling in Apex currently than there is on the Stake app, the biggest gambling application in the world. Like, the game aspect as a whole is a fucking secondary option in Apex currently. Overwatch is going the same path too. As I'm writing this script, just now, they added a fucking Valorant night market instead of making the horse of pain and misery vanquish into the fucking shadow realm. They are getting away with so much awful shit because the competition is not even trying. Nobody's gonna play an Apex ripoff with the same microtransactions and the same issues if they can just stick to the original. People are desperate for something new. We are like withdrawing addicts. We are hungry. We are fucking starving, bro, for something unique. We don't want another generic class-based shooter where you can just push a payload or do something like that. Look at the finals, for example. That game is fresh as hell and people love it. It's something we've never seen before. And even though it is not as popular as Marvel Rivals, for example, it still has such a dedicated community. I mean it. Since launch, the game completely changed like 3 different times. And I mean that, you know, 180 huge-ass change. The game feels completely different. And people like it because they see that the devs are experimenting with the game and the player base isn't going to go away. Another example is Hunt Showdown. That game is in the same situation. The player base isn't the largest, but it's dedicated as hell. Sure, both of these games aren't for everybody, but I've seen more and more people just hopping on them in free time because they're sick of their main game and then staying forever because it's such a better experience. Like, I've played the finals and Hunt Showdown since betas, and to be fair, when I still hop on some of these games, I see people saying like, oh, I used to play Overwatch, but it's so boring. I used to play Apex, it's so shit. I used to play this or that. And they hop on these games and say that it is so fresh and so fun. They don't want a competitive game anymore. No, they are pushing fucking 30. They won't be playing COD. They won't be playing Overwatch Ranked. They won't be playing like Apex Legends fucking cheater simulator in Ranked that they've got right now. They want to have some fun. They want to have something to have fun in. They want to go back from work and hop on a game that they can relax in. Shooters still have a lot of unexplored potential, just like with these two games. But I feel like the devs just don't want to take that risk. I'm really happy to see that some games released in the recent times are slowly climbing up. As I said, Finals, Hunt Showdown. Just a side note, I've recently came across an account that posts Hunt Showdown. You know, some quick little animation of perks. You can probably see it on screen right now. And boy oh boy is it sick. That shit gets millions of views. People are asking, what is this game? Where is this from? Wow, what is this art? Like, I am so sick of seeing the same 4 or 5 games occupying the whole market when they don't deserve it. Those games are as follows: Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Overwatch, and Valorant. I've already made 2 videos about Apex Legends and 1 video about Overwatch, so I won't go into detail about that, and plus I've already talked about them in this one. You know what? Pause. One of them kinda deserves their place, but the other 2 are just bad. First, let's go over Call of Duty, and I just want to say to all of you COD defenders, I used to be one too. I know, despicable me. Sorry, not sorry, but the game doesn't change. The game isn't evolving no more. It's not even de-evolving. It's just the same. I feel like Call of Duty is in this place that if you love the same formula, you are going to buy that. But they are not going to reach a new player base or lose that player base just because they put out the same thing every single time. For me, it is garbage. Like, I don't like a game that looks, feels, and plays out the same every single time. But some people love that formula. Some people need something to grind for, but it's just not my cup of tea. It's not a cup of tea of most of the people playing online shooters. But for you COD player base, yeah, that works. Okay. Next one is Fortnite, and here I have a very weird issue. I think like Fortnite is a different game when you compare it now and compare it like 5 years ago. It was a very, very popular game and a very well respected game, but now it's not. It's like an ad billboard for your favorite movie or your favorite anime to just promote itself to a wider audience. That's why I don't really fuck with that no more. It's a goofy sandbox game. Fair enough, if some people like it, they like it. As I said, same with COD. If you like it, you like it. Apex and Overwatch, if you like it, you are fucking wrong. Last but not least, Valorant. And honestly, that's why I made the pause. I think Valorant deserves the spot in the big 4, big 5 of gaming right now. Like, they didn't change the game that much. Sure, there are new metas, new weapons, new agents, new skins, but the skins aren't that invasive. The microtransactions in general aren't that invasive. You don't need to buy that to get something. There is no gambling, and honestly, the agents, the other stuff, didn't change the game format that much. Like, take a look at Overwatch, bro. That shit went from open queue 6v6 to roll queue 5v5. But Valorant is just getting new content, and new content that doesn't really alter with how the game is played that much. Sure, you need to adapt to like new heroes and stuff, but it isn't like going from a 5v5 competitive game with first-person shooting and stuff to a third-person online parkour horror story, 70 versus 70 fucking ground war shit. Like, they don't do that. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is Helldivers 2. I'd say that game is nowhere near being as big as even Apex, Overwatch, or the other games that I've mentioned, or doesn't have the longevity, but still, it's a good game from what I heard, but my personal issue is that I didn't play it a single time. And to be fair, I don't want to spread any misinformation or just someone's bias. And just because I haven't played it, I haven't talked about it. From what I heard, it's a very good game. So yeah, I might try it out soon. That's been my Appfest, people. If you got any thoughts about it, just let me know in the comments. I'll try and respond to everything that I can. If you want some more of me, then be sure to sub. Also, I got Twitch channel and the Discord server. Links to both are in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.